Hi folks, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are in the Emerald Graves, and last time we left off before we settled camp, but we did actually succeed at what we had set out to do. We found the camp after a little bit of trouble.
It wasn't that bad. I just needed to find the trail. That's all, you know, story of my life. I try to jump up walls and rocks and barriers and sheer cliffs.
You know, giant rocks and
I'm
things.
like, oh, you know, it didn't work, so yeah. But
anyway,
you
found it, and it's a really, we were talking about, it's a really, like, smart and lovely place to have a camp, because it's, like, high up.
It's like, naturally fortified, and then it's got these ruins around it, too, so it's a, it's a
really good choice.
Good campsite, yeah.
Alright, did you want to go down to the villa?
Yes, I'm just gonna, like, mark it.
Boop. We can do that.
There we go. No. Okay.
You also can probably skitter down the walls.
Yes.
Like, well, this is up to you.
Slide on down. Boop.
Yeah. I more meant the ones that were, like...
So you are 78 in line to the Navaran throne, Cassandra? That is rather far off. Even so, many enjoy the idle life afforded by the most distant of titles. You could have been provided with every luxury if you'd remained in that life.
I am ill-suited to finery, Vivian. Besides, I can accomplish more as I am now.
You pursued duty and responsibility. A path that took you next to the Sunburst throne. Well played.
I try to do the Maker's work. Where I stand while doing so is unimportant.
You must admit, it does help.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
It gives you the ability to protect more people, hypothetically, if you're actually a good person.
That's true. That was a bad choice by me.
Yeah.
Oh, I also didn't replenish these.
Well, it's too late.
Fuck.
It's too late. To apologize. It's too late.
To apologize.
Anyway, let's read that note on that thing. There's a book on a table.
Which note? Oh, out
book
here.
on a table.
Book on the table.
Book on a
Look at this
table.
little sitting area
I know,
right
clearly
here.
whoever's been living here has been like, oh my god!
Hightown! Yeah!
Heart in Hightown, Chapter 9 by Varric Tethris. Donin Bernakakov.
I imagine, before you get into this, Oxford just sitting down in the chair and just being like, hey, Cassandra, you want to hear a story?
And Cassandra's like, I do, though.
Open it
but
up.
Don't tell anyone. But I do.
Secretly loves it.
Donin was running out of leads to chase. He only had 2 weeks left until retirement. Just 2 weeks to find the man who'd murdered a magistrate and a Hightown nobleman. If Captain Hindelin didn't kick him off the ranks first. The docks stank of piss and rotting fish, as foul as the men and women who worked there. But that was where Donin had to go to find the raider Captain Belladonna, who had broken into the Comte de Favre's home.
Sure.
Yeah. The Dragon's Jewels was a big boat. She liked big boats. The pointy bits towered majestically over the water. That roundish wooden part seemed like it could crush armadas beneath its... shit, I don't know, wood. It was a great boat. It was the greatest boat in the history of boats.
Oh my god, this is so long!
But even from the dock, Donin knew something was wrong. He ran up the gangplank to find a dead sailor on the deck and a blood trail leading down to the hold. Donin drew his sword and followed. His eyes still hadn't adjusted to the dimness of the lower decks when he tripped over a second dead sailor, stabbed in the gut, and left where he'd fallen. The body was still warm. Could you scroll?
Oh yeah, I was gonna wait until that was over. There you go.
The ship creaked with every swell of the waves. Donin held his breath and crept deeper into the hold. He barely deflected the blade in time. Steel rang against steel. Donin parried the second blow, still half blind in the low light. The third swing got past his guard, and he left a wicked slash on his forearm. "Nobody attacks my crew! You flamin' pile of dog shit!" the attacker swore, and Donin recognized her voice. Her voice. "Hold, Kirkwall City Guard!" he shouted, barely bringing his blade up in time. "You again!" Donin's eyes finally began to adjust. He could make out Captain Belladonna. She was clutching her ribs with her right hand, a dagger in her left, and covered in enough blood that Donin was sure it wasn't all hers. She glowered at him. "Could have used a guard not 5 minutes ago. Useless as ever." She grudgingly lowered her weapon. Donin sheathed his sword. "Who did this?" "Don't know, don't care to ask," she sniffed. bastard killed 2 of my men before I cut off his head, and he bolted.
Holy shit.
Hand. He was undead. She waved indifferently toward the rear of the hold. It's over there somewhere. I realized that Captain Belladonna is definitely supposed to be Isabel, but I got in too deep. I didn't realize that until too late.
I was gonna say, but it's fine.
I can swap now. Did the comp shipment, did he take the comp shipment? Donna asked. No. But that was, but if that's what this was about, you can have it. Have it?
Yeah.
Does she have the shipment? Oh, she limped over to the trunk and removed a bundle of cloth tied with twine. She threw it at Donna's feet. Good riddance.
You really committed to that, and it was great.
You gotta commit, man.
Yeah, it was so good.
I fucking love Hard in Hightown. It's a delight.
It's so much fun.
It's my favorite. Like, I love stumbling on it because I'm just like, yes,
it's
beautiful.
So good.
Varric didn't even have it. Like, his editor was like, it's fine that you don't know anything about ships and or wood.
Yeah,
just keep writing.
Wood,
you beautiful man.
It's the greatest ship of all ships.
It sure did ship like a ship, though.
Woo.
Yeah, we got it.
Woo.
That's the mark you put on the map.
Oh, I see. Here it is.
Yeah, see?
Sweet.
It is an instance.
It is. Thank you for reading Hard in Hightown. That was great.
That was my contribution for the episode. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, now I'm
gonna go get a drink.
Yeah, go ahead and chill. I will carry us through the end. We've got 20 more minutes left.
All you have to do is put on a super engaging stand-up bit whilst also playing this game.
Yep.
I believe in you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, she's gone. She went to get a drink. Anyway, here I am with you guys.
Oh,
and
I'm back.
Streak. Oh, she's back. Okay.
I felt guilty.
The Freeman's leader should be holed up here. This place has seen better days.
Is that what this is?
Do you expect cleanliness from a group of thugs, Inquisitor?
I mean, look, it's still a nice place.
Yeah, look at these rugs.
That's nice.
They've got a lot of rugs. Wait, there's a rug here, and a rug there, and a rug there, and a rug there.
Look at these crazy rug runners. They're so strange
Yeah.
looking. There's boxes.
There's boxes of loot. We'll see how much I can take.
schematics. Take them.
Schematics. I will take all of that and this.
I haven't heard anything from the plane. Have you?
No, nothing recent anyway.
Ooh.
I think they may have been, well...
I think they're right there. We discovered the courtyard. Okay.
Gosh, this is pretty.
This is so pretty.
I also think this was a map in the multiplayer version of this game.
Oh, that's cool.
I never actually played the multiplayer, although I've heard it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a map that they used.
I have never played it as well. Honestly, I don't think I knew there was a multiplayer version of this game.
Yeah, well, because I've never played it, I don't fully know how it works, but I know there was, you know...
Oh, I'm super stuck. Okay.
Some people liked it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of like... I've always viewed the multiplayer on this game kind of in the same way as like the multiplayer in Uncharted.
Okay.
Where it's like you wouldn't expect it to be there, but turns out it's okay.
Okay.
It's like surprisingly decent.
Huh. Fascinating. Let's see if I can get all of y'all in there. Get on in that circle, please.
They're in that circle. Unfortunately, most of them they are all archers, which means none of them are gonna move.
No, that's fair. All right, well then, let's get down to business here. No.
To defeat the Huns.
Archers.
No, you killed it.
I did.
It's dead now.
But really, fuck off, dude.
So,
this one archer in particular. Okay.
So there's there's that Disney streaming service that's starting, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the issue.
Okay.
On one hand,
other than it just
I hate it.
Yes.
It's a terrible idea. It defies the point of streaming services. Very upset.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it affords me potentially the unique experience and opportunity to watch all of the Disney direct-to-DVD sequels. And I've always been very curious about Cinderella: Twist in Time.
I have never seen it.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Wait, really? You've heard nothing but good things?
Yes. No, Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time apparently is really good.
Wow.
And by really good, I mean so bizarre and unexpected that it crosses that boundary into good. It's like it swings all the way back around. It's like The Room, from what I've heard.
Is that the one where prince jumps out of the window?
Is that one?
Okay.
I think it's like the evil stepsisters or stepmother or someone wants to like undo Cinderella's life, so they travel back in time to try to like sabotage, and there's time travel shenanigans.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. That is
I think I want to see it.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to see, like, I think it's the Barbie show. It's either the Barbie TV show or it's like the Barbie
I have seen so many clips of that.
because it gets
Yeah,
all
I actually
the time.
I have seen a few episodes of that. I think on YouTube. I don't know where they're supposed to live.
I've seen some of it, like, maybe on Tumblr. It honestly...
No, it's extremely funny. It's kind of like the Sonic Boom TV show.
Yeah,
where it's like
yeah.
it has no right being very funny,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
very, very funny. Maybe not in the way that I'd want to sit down and watch full episodes.
Right.
But watching like little 15-second clips is
little bits of it.
fantastic.
Did you see that Arthur's teacher, Mr. Rapper, got married?
Yes, I did.
That was like the
Yeah,
best.
dates the episode, Allison.
Oh no! I did it! You can bleep me out!
That is incredibly specific.
That is very specific.
It's so specific.
to this moment in time.
You're up.
You can definitely cut that out if you want.
No,
Or
I
it's
can't.
there.
I cut nothing.
That's true.
We are religiously unedited. That's how we approach all of our episodes.
Wow, I never date the episode.
Oh,
Wow,
proud
that's
of
like
you.
that might be a first.
I tried.
for you.
I was like even thinking about that when I was talking about the streaming service. I'm like, I can't say it's coming out, and I can't say it came out. I can only say it
a
could
thing.
exist. And here's my thoughts about it.
To be fair, I think that still kind of dates the episode a little bit too, like slightly.
But
so,
it could be that it just came out,
That's true.
and I want to use it.
But-
or it could be that I'm looking to see what happens in the future when it comes out.
But also, someone could be watching this in the far-off future right now, where it's already been out.
I'm okay with dating the episode, quote unquote, if it's to like a half-year period. I'll take that.
Okay.
I just don't like when it's like, it sounds like they recorded this on May 22. And then we say,
Give or take
a few days. Gina couldn't get to her phone fast enough to confirm if that was actually the date. Oh man, read this thing.
Red Templar orders. A letter bearing the Templar seal. Like meat. Sear the meat. Anyway, have a chat with Belfont. Make sure everything's running smoothly.
They brand all of their initiates. Every single one of them. Actually, I wouldn't put it past them.
Ugh.
And that's actually not funny because they do brand Tranquil, and now I feel sad. I'm sorry.
No, it's all... Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Keep reading. See if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services in Emprise du Lion.
Yeah,
That's
the
the word.
area.
Yes.
It's the Emprise. That's a zone.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. We could always use a few more. Be discreet. Malefont's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if he thinks we're stealing his soldiers. See.
See.
Signed by Corypheus himself.
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They weren't expecting us. Whatever they came for might still be here.
Cool. I can look around. I think there's a dead bard over here.
That's tragic. They've
really
been dead for a while too because there's
sucks.
flies.
There's flies, or he was just, I don't know, hanging out. Or maybe he might have been a squatter because there's like a lot of bottles around here.
Yeah,
too,
that's also
so.
possible.
I bet he could
But
have
he
been.
loved his music.
Yeah, you can be a bard and a squatter at the same time. A barter.
No. But I respect the effort.
Thanks.
I really do. Yeah.
I want to make portmanteaus work.
A
there we
letter
go.
to Maleficent. Maleficent. I'm sending men to discuss some changes. It's nothing dire. You'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate you for any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It's been going so well, each of us with our crusades. See.
Okay.
Look at this crazy stained glass and these paintings.
That.
Wow.
Whoa.
Andraste. And is that, what's his face? The Teventer dude that I forget his name.
I am blanking as well
Yeah.
right now, even though they're right before. Oh, and they've got the 3 like crests there too, like the snake and everything.
Also, there's like burning people or something. I don't know what they're
yeah.
supposed to be.
Well, there's a lot of interesting symbolism in this chateau.
Take all that shit.
Yeah, definitely. There was an amulet in there.
There
Andraste's
was.
sacrifice.
I am interested to see what that is.
Actually, I'm gonna look at it right now if you're cool with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see here. Andraste's sacrifice. Whoa! Chance on hit. Taunt all enemies within 8 meters for 8 seconds. The wearer of this amulet regenerates mana or stamina at a higher rate. Rogue or mage only. Against all odds. Okay. Inquisition scouts discover this amulet under the charred, fallen rafters of a burned down chantry. Whoops.
A mage who examined
Yep.
it said it felt like all the power in the world.
Whoa!
Wow,
That's
spooky.
crazy. Can I equip it right now?
Yeah, you can. It's tricky because it's going to give you aggro, but on the other hand, it can't be equipped to a warrior. So might as well equip it to a magic swordsman.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it works. It works perfectly for us. What is it replacing?
Also a
enhanced
cooldown.
amulet.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just better.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. Cool.
All right.
And I guess I could give that other cooldown amulet to Vivienne.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, okay,
Well,
how
what is
often are
she
we going to
wearing?
keep Vivienne in our party?
that's a fair point.
I'd give it to Dorian.
Okay, I'll hold on to it then. Well, she's not.
Or
yeah,
or Blackwall, or somebody that we keep with, like, a lot of regularity.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Yep.
Like, she's really cool, but we have a magic swordsman already in our party.
Yeah, yeah.
I realize they're not called magic swordsmen, but, like, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep.
Is she like? Are we like missing stuff for her? Is she good or?
I think she's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was
All right.
really cool.
Can you
Oh,
bing?
no. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what it's saying on the little mini map here to look around. What the? It's like
It's
a
like a
tapir.
taper. Yeah.
Over here. Yeah. There we go. Take.
Part of the
see.
key.
Part of
There's
the
a
key.
rune inscribed on it. Or part of one.
Okay, so we have to put together a key in order to access some hidden area.
Okay. Ooh, oh boy. The Exalted March of the Dales. The Chantry story of the Exalted March of the Dales paints the picture of the righteous faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I have long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-Chantry and pro-human biases. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thus, it is my moral imperative to impose an alternate interpretation, that the Exalted March of the Dales was nothing more than an expansionist ploy hiding behind the mask of faith. You don't say!
Yeah.
It is easy to see on any map how large the Dales are. More importantly, they stand between Orlais and the rest of the South and would likely have represented a significant obstacle to the Empire's expansion into Ferelden. Naturally, we stood to benefit from propagating the narrative of a hostile, unreasoning people attacking innocent missionaries and making blood sacrifices of good Andrastian babies. The likely truth is that the elves merely wished to maintain sovereignty over lands promised to them by Blessed Andraste herself when the humans showed clear intent to undermine their autonomy.
Yep.
Yep.
All of this feels kind of true.
Absolutely. Of course, the elves reacted by becoming increasingly isolationist, which suited the Empire perfectly. Here was a kingdom that spurned diplomatic overtures and that refused to lend an aid during the Second Blight when the Darkspawn attacked Montsamard?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Okay. The Dalish kingdom could not be anything but a dormant threat, one that needed to be crushed before it awoke. Scholars point to the massacre at Red Crossing as the impetus for the Chantry's declaration of an exalted march on the Elven kingdom in the Dales. They conveniently ignore the fact that no one alive truly knows what happened at Red Crossing or why the elves attacked. The Chantry's response to the Elven aggression that resulted in the slaughter of hundreds was predictable. But in light of my thesis, perhaps we should re-examine the events of Red Crossing and wonder if the attack was truly unprovoked, or whether it was possible that someone saw benefit in sacrificing an entire village to justify the subjugation of an entire people. From A New Perspective on the Exalted March, a pamphlet by an anonymous author, published by the University of Orlais in 912 Dragon.
I can definitely see
Fairly
why
recent.
they wanted to remain anonymous, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that could be very controversial within
Still,
Orlais.
very cool to read.
That was really
Yeah.
good. I'm glad we picked that up. And added perspective that we kind of already knew, but I'm glad that there's someone here in this world that was like holding that perspective
yeah,
as
and
well.
we knew it from the book of the of frickin' the Book of Andraste. What's it called? Whatever from
Fuck,
the
yes, definitely.
that had been cut because people were trying to hide that like the Dales were promised to the elves and all of that.
Yes.
But we learned that in Origins.
That's true. Yeah.
I think you need to keep dinging because there's stuff, there's key key fragments hidden all over the place.
Okay. There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Heavy axe, I don't want that. There's this on the ground here. Oh my god.
Pages from Lord MAUREL's journal, the journal of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it aside. Artem is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar to dinner, and they would be none the wiser. If the Templars hadn't gone off to do Maker knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself has such an advisor. Why not me? His services are useful, and no one could better ensure our security. No matter, the distractions of the city will ease her mind soon enough. So they had a mage on staff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I read that poorly, but I think what they were trying to say is that they had a mage on staff.
I see. Okay.
And that the Empress has a mage on staff.
Good to know. Oh, I'm back in the front foyer. Foyer. How do you pronounce it?
I don't. I think I just say foyer now because, like...
Dining hall.
I hate flip-flopping on it.
Yeah. There's something to read here.
This set is so cool.
This is really... Oh my gosh.
Maleficent, your journals are long.
Oh, how long is this journal? A little long. Oh my god.
I can read the after some pages later if you want.
Okay, further down.
Yep.
Maleficent kept several journals. This one spans the time Maleficent spent as a sergeant in the Imperial Army. I see Lawrence's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her, one of the usurper's soldiers, was familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brother against brother. The priests tell me to remember Lawrence's life, not her death. So I try to recall years past, the countless times she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed himself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She instilled in me pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword. More importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal. She was fearless, strong, regal, and she was cut down like a common peasant by someone we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine?
Some pages later, there's a new soldier in our battalion, Gordain. He's an odd fellow, with an accent I can't place, like he'd spent time in the marches. It doesn't matter in the end. He's been a comfort, listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost friends in Celine's war, and he's tired, like we are. He said a very wise thing. There is no war without soldiers. The Empress can't wage her war if we refuse to fight. Orlais should belong to our legions.
So is Orlais fighting like a civil war right now?
It's a civil war,
yeah.
Yep.
And they're in the middle of it currently.
Yeah.
Like while the mages and Templars like while all of that was happening in Ferelden, we also have this happening in Orlais.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I think that's part of what we need to consider when we go into the ball at Hallam Shrel.
Yes.
Is that, like, there is a civil war going on, and not everyone sides with the Empress.
What the fuck is that?
It's a heater.
Oh, that's
It's a very ornate heater, but it's a heater.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Something's making a hidden sound. Yep, there it is.
There we go. I just needed to keep looking around. Where's that? Two of three. 2 of 3, please.
It's on the table, I think. Yeah,
there it is. Okay. Okay. I found number 2. That's good. I'm gonna look at this. Anything good in here? Belt of healing, reinforced Vancon Arbor. Nah, that's okay. Wow.
Just a lot of supplies. I mean, I guess it's a mini army they've been stocking up here. So
yeah, and I'm back in the storeroom too, so it makes sense that there's a bunch of shit back here.
A lot of casks of things.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep your soldiers, I don't know, well hydrated. With
that's it.
Ale.
That's it. All right.
And well, you know, morale. Well morale.
So you've been in this area. You
I
may
know.
want to. There's a corner of the map that we haven't been to.
Like on the other side.
Yeah, if you keep going straight and then yes. There.
Oh, down over
exactly.
here. Okay, cool. Yes, I know Cassandra's at low health. I know. I guess I could give her a potion.
I would save it because I'm gonna assume there's one more fight at least.
Yeah. Let's see. Am I getting any closer? Oh,
Yep.
this door, I think.
Nope. It was definitely in that room. You could hear it.
Damn it.
There's other stuff around, but
Yes. Oh, it's in this room.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. I think it's on the couch. Oh, it's on the ground here. Okay. Take.
Okay.
All right.
Let's check what was in this other room real quick, just so
Sure.
we know.
I have to find a way to assemble the key. Okay, we've got a bed in here. There's more shit on the ground. Is this? Oh.
Sexuality and Thetis. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
What I find most interesting is that despite the lack of open discussion on matters of human sexuality, there is a commonality to be found on the subject in all Andrastian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, is it considered of vital importance. Yet even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interest without raising an eyebrow.
I'm going down.
The view of indulging lusts with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Orlais, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and deviant behavior among nobles, but actively encouraged with favored slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in the public eye. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Gina.
Yeah! Nice!
Brother Genitivi, I love when you drop, like, what clearly are, like, confluence docs from the dev team being like, okay, so what are the rules on sexuality and Thetis? And they're like, well,
here we go.
We got Joe to write out a little thing. They're like, can we just put it in the game? They're like, yeah, sure.
Throw it out there. Yeah, it's Brother Genitivi. So that was actually really great.
No, that was really interesting. I'm glad they threw that in.
That was super cool.
I would love to know the story behind whoever was living here that owned all these varied books, because it's a very wide variety of things.
Ooh, and I found this main
look at that room
here. Holy shit. Who was it was with this guy. Or this family, Lady MAUREL's diary. The diary of one of the villa's former owners. The current occupants tossed it roughly aside. All this fuss over Gaspard and Celine, the talk was amusing enough. Now we hear of conflicts between the Imperial Army and the soldiers supporting that usurper. The thought of them coming here is frightful. Mother is right. Our most fashionable acquaintances will summer in the city. We should do the same. Ramon is stubborn, of course. All his little tricks and trinkets are here. I indulge his eccentricities, mostly to annoy Mother, but we cannot have everything sent to Val Royeaux on such short notice. He does insist we keep Artem on. He refuses to do without the man's service. I suppose he views Artem as another piece of his collection. Still, such devotion to a servant.
Okay, but that means they're not dead.
They're not dead. They left.
Yeah, they just left their summer home. They left for their summer home.
Yep, they essentially evacuated.
Yep.
Is what it sounds
Sweet.
like.
Anything farther to the right?
Over here?
Well, something's dinging.
There's
What's
something
dinging?
back here. Oh. Over here? Is this just another... Wait, what is dinging?
I think it's in the other room.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Over there. Vivian. Okay. We need to find a way to assemble this key.
Yeah. I think let's go back to the room where we found the first piece after we finished looting.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
good.
nothing good. That's fine. There's so much nice art, though.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then the folks who've been living here also had like taken some of it out of this place and put it in like the gazebo.
Yeah.
It's gonna rot. It's gonna get destroyed. Can we
so
confiscate
fascinating.
it? Okay,
That would be
right
really
here?
cool. Over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like, the people that were living here had, like, a...
Where are you going?
Just
Keep going straight.
I was just looking around. Just had, like, quite a collection of stuff, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are we gonna put this key together?
Well, let's explore this area.
Maybe in here? Maybe in the study? Unless, we found
This is where we found the
study.
key, but we haven't looked in this area yet.
That's true.
So,
Um,
okay, so now behind
this
you?
is what I need the key for. Rune engraved key required to open this door.
And then behind you is another area. Let's get Cassandra to bash this open.
Yeah, perfect. Do the thing.
Very
Hell
nice.
yeah.
Ooh, red lyrium.
Whoa.
Red lyrium.
They must have been smuggling it for the Templars.
Not anymore.
Ooh, read the inscription.
Spooky.
Looks like a thing we can
I
use.
kind of got goosebumps a little bit. That was
Yeah.
creepy. Is it your turn or my turn?
I think it's my turn.
Okay. We
and-
can double up if we need to.
Okay. An official appraisal. A note addressed to the villa's former owners lies next to an unusual device.
Whoa.
Lord Maurel, I posed a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire, discreetly of course, lest they want the piece for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a lyrium epsilon, is meant to restore broken runes. They're not widely used. Some suggest that if the rune were affixed to an object, the device could restore the item itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. We're gonna try it out.
Yeah.
This is purely academic, as it requires a mage to function. It is nevertheless a rare piece prized among the collectors of curiosities. I trust you are pleased with this purchase. Sincerely, Emile Fabre, collector and purveyor of unique ephemera.
I was right. They collect stuff.
Yep. And they had a mage, so they could use this. That's why we needed to know they had a mage on staff.
Totally.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Place the things. Did you do it? Did she do it? I placed them.
This is something we need to do. Let's read this other
I don't know.
thing.
What's this? Take the mosaic piece?
Yeah.
That's not...
There's another thing to read in the back.
Oh,
Let's
over
read
here?
it.
Read. Malefont's journals. August and I have established outposts in the Emerald Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Orlesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Orlais should belong to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we're to fight and kill for someone, let it be that. Several pages later, Templars approached us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if I help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of nobility, we need what they have to offer. It's a deal with a demon, but our cause is worthwhile.
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't look like it worked out for you very well.
No.
Okay, let's go examine this key thing again.
Yeah,
there.
There we go.
It requires a mage, so we have to energize
Yes,
it. Yeah.
let's do it. Yes.
Okay,
Excellent.
cool.
Okay, and now I'll take that.
We got a key.
Find a use for the key. Hey, maybe this door.
Want to open that door next time?
Wow, a cliffhanger. Yeah, we can do that. Yes.
That was the most disingenuous gasp I've ever heard. I loved it. It was
sorry.
great. No, it was good. It made me smile.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's open that door next time.
Yeah. Bye, guys.